would seem to me that you come to church on the first Sunday of Advent expecting to hear hope-filled and encouraging readings about the coming of Jesus, and maybe hear about Joseph and the angel Gabriel, etc. And instead you come to church and maybe get a little slap in the face with the readings, especially that gospel, which have an ominous tone that you don't know the day nor the hour. And you have to understand that the first week of Advent always looks towards the end of time, when Christ comes for the last time, or when he comes on my last day or your last day, whenever that will be the end. The other weeks of Advent will focus more on the coming of Jesus in the crib. So the first week is always kind of a difficult reading about being prepared, because you don't know the day nor the hour. And we know that. You don't need the scripture to tell you that. But it's still, they give it to us for a reason. The church knows what it's doing. It's been around for 2,000 years for a reason. And I think I can make it clear in just a minute or two. I never talk long during the special seasons. In a couple weeks, the Scranton Times will publish what were the stories of the year. Now, there's lots of stories of the year. You can probably fill in the blank. But you know what the untold story, I think, has been this year in Scranton? Has been fire. I think it's been fire. Certainly in North Scranton. The fire right over here will be the story of the year, without a doubt. But there was a big fire up by the CMC that blew away a whole house. Big fire in Kaiser Avenue just, 2 weeks ago? But there was a more interesting fire that maybe you missed. The house is still there. It's up on Blakely Street in Dunmore, right across from the Pizza Hut. They haven't knocked it down yet. I don't know why. It's about a football field away from the firehouse, just down Blakely Street. It's a little house. Lady lived there with her 2 pets. Early in the morning or middle of the night, the fire struck, as it did over here. And the lady got out for one reason. She had a working smoke alarm. If you ever show up at a fire, you can hear it go, By the time the fire truck would have been there, it would have been 2 or 3 minutes. I doubt she would have gotten out. Maybe. I don't know. But she got out because she had a working fire alarm. She was prepared. And so she's alive. Had she not, we might be talking like we had here, a death. Tragic one. But she was lucky. Well, she was lucky. She was smart. She was prepared. Because you don't know when the fire is going to hit. Now, some of you, those of you who come into the rectory often for mass cards or business, will know that for about 3 months, and Gerard knows this, you'd walk in here, beep, and somebody say, Father, what's that? It's the smoke alarm, and I'm too lazy to get on the ladder to fix it. I don't follow my own advice. But that was true. She saved her life because she was prepared. Are we? And it's funny. Okay, most of us are adults. What's the first thing that they did early in the school year when we were in first grade? They had a fire drill. Might be state law. So you go outside, everybody got in line real quickly and quietly. They knew it. Today, they did that just in case. I don't remember any schools around ever catching on fire, but just in case. Today, they do active shooter drills, to be very honest with you, every school. Hasn't happened here yet, but just in case. I assume everybody in this building, at least the adults, all have a will made out. Not saying you're going to die tonight, but just in case. The Titanic left England on its maiden voyage across the Atlantic, and they didn't have many lifeboats because it couldn't possibly sink. We know how that turned out. Just in case. They should have had lifeboats. They didn't. 1,200 died. Must have been a very cold death. Just in case. That's what today is about. Just in case. Are you ready to meet God? I'll tell you a little thing I do. Not many of you, nobody knows this. Very few people know this. This is the priest prayer book. It comes in 4 books. Covers a whole year. And today we begin the first Sunday of Advent. And the color for like Advent and Christmas, kind of a smaller of the 4, is blue. So what I do when I put this one away at the last end of the Christmas season, I fix the ribbons. So that if I'm still here come next December, when I open the book, it'll be right there for the first Sunday of Advent. Saves me a couple minutes, just a couple minutes. The book is prepared in case I'm here next year. I pray my soul and your soul is prepared, just in case we're not. Just in case. Would we be ready to meet God? Someday, just in case, will happen. Let us stand, my friends, and we'll profess our